and then right here is the
Okay,
zoom in.
it still says record, but I have my fingers off the button. It says
push
index.
it again.
This is.
Good morning, Orient Charters, and welcome to the first assembly of the 1990-91 academic year. It's our best year ever at East Orient School because you are here. And to begin the first assembly, we would like to ask you to stand respectfully, and we will salute the flag together. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As we move from position to position, it's important that we don't take and waste a lot of time reorganizing ourselves. So bear that in mind, all right? We transition from activity to activity as quickly as we can, and that generally means that it's not time to sneak in a little conversation between activities, because we want our assemblies to be as brief as possible so that we don't take away from your classroom instructional time. And in order to accomplish that, we need your cooperation. I'm very excited about the way our front hall looks this year, and I'm particularly pleased that I can see each and every East Orient Charter student's name up there. And that's an exciting phenomenon. There are a lot of us that are recognized by the circles and triangles and squares. And before we start our assembly off focusing on student elections, I'm going to ask a special group of people who came to school early. Not very many people are willing to do that, but these people came to school early, and I'd like to ask those folks to stand, and if we could give them a round of applause. So those of you that came to help decorate the halls, including Mr. Plass and Mrs. Tallis, would you please stand at this time? Look around you. These people did a fantastic job. They made the banners that welcomed you on the first day, and let's give them a round of applause. Thank you again. Front hall made a difference in the way we felt about starting the school year. A brief overview of the election this morning. This year we have provided you with a sample ballot. We want to give you a sample ballot so that sometimes from here to the room you may have forgotten who it is that you were interested in and whose speech you thought conveyed the same ideas that you want to see occurring here at East Orient School. So we've provided you with a sample ballot not to make noise with by folding and unfolding and ruffling, but for you to mark on there in case you don't know these candidates very well. When you get back to the room, a list of names sometimes doesn't bring a face to mind. And so you have a sample ballot with you so that you can mark and remind yourself, just as your parents might do in a national or general election for a local concern. Mark their sample ballot and take it with them to the poll. You're going to mark your sample ballot during the course of the assembly today, and then when you get back to the room, asked to vote for one person for each office. And then we will be selecting the two highest in that office to serve. And what I'm going to ask you to do with that is to think about those candidates, think about the one that you thought was the most outstanding candidate for that position. And mark your sample ballot down, and then when you get back to the classroom, you're only going to be marking one. When you get back to the classroom, some of your ballots may look different than people in your own classroom, and that's because half of the ballots are reverse alphabetical order, and the other half are in alphabetical order, so that the alphabet doesn't give any unfair advantage to anyone. I'm not exactly sure how the secretary has distributed that to teachers, so maybe they distribute it across classrooms as opposed to within classrooms. But just so you know, we're trying to provide for the fairest election possible. That's one of the things that's assuring, I guess, our fairness. We're going to meet the candidates in just a few minutes, and I want you to remember that some candidates have chosen to join resources and try and offset the costs of a campaign by working together, but each and every candidate stands on their own today, because this is election day at East Orient School. So I'm going to begin by introducing the people at Sergeant of Arms, and we're going to ask them to deliver their speeches to you, and we'll ask that you...
Of the challenge. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a purple belt in karate, and I'm also an instructor. My karate team has won the Northwest Championships 2 times. From being an instructor, I have sharpened my decision-making and leadership skills. I'm qualified for this position. So remember, when it comes to voting, work Sam Kemper for Sergeant at Arms. Thanks.
And now I would like to introduce a young lady, Jamie Kofed. Jamie Kofed, candidate for Sergeant at Arms.
Mr. Beck, Mr. Green, members of the faculty, listened board, fellow students. Hi, my name is Jamie Coker, and I'm running for the office of Sergeant at Arms. I've been going, first of all, I would like to tell you a little bit about myself. I've been going to Orient since the 1st grade. I like softball, basketball, and most of all football. I'm an arms student, and I'm active in music and student government. I will represent your interests and keep things under control. I've always envied student body officers, and now I have the chance to be a part of the student body. I will take charge of being a sergeant. James Gomez, Sergeant Arms. Thank you.
Thank you, James. And next I would like to introduce the additional candidate, the last candidate for Sergeant of Arms that we're going to hear from this morning, Tammy Hutton.
Hi. I know you've heard this a million times, so make it short, sweet, and straight to the point. I want to be your sergeant at arms. If I get elected, I will do my best at listening to your ideas and presenting them to the rest of the city council. But before I can present your ideas, I need your vote. Vote Tammy Hutton for Sergeant at Arms. Thank you.
Thank you, candidates for Sergeant of Arms. Appreciate those speeches. I want to remind the voters out there that it's not appropriate to influence the people sitting next to you, and it's best if you keep your sample ballot private, even though it is not the official ballot. Sample ballots will not, be counted in the election, and people can change their mind from sample ballot to official ballot, but it's best we just keep it to ourselves. The next office we're going to consider candidates for is the office of treasurer, and I would like to invite to the podium Ms. Susan Hardy to deliver her campaign address. Susan.
I'll work hard for you.
Thank you, Susan. The next candidate I'd like to introduce is Ms. Ann Lazar. Give her a welcome, please. Ann.
Hi, my name is Anna Lazar and I'm running for the position of treasurer. What's treasurer, you ask? Good question. Well, treasurer is, quote, one who has charge of collecting rent, end quote. And I'm the one known at these as the collecting rent. Don't you worry, I'll be there always whenever you need. Just sit back and relax. But before you do, pick up that pencil and check the little white box next to Ann Lazar. That's right, that's Ann Lazar for treasurer. So if you still have that, here's a few more reasons for you. First off, I'm responsible, trustworthy, and dependable. I'll go out of my way to help the school and school activities that are going on. I'll try hard to get all of your requests and relay them on to the others. I'll work hard for you and our school. Please welcome Ann Lazar for treasurer.
Thank you very much, Ann. Mr. Stephen Dickey, last candidate we'll hear from this morning for treasurer.
Hi, we're all here for the same reason, and that's because East Orient School needs a new student body officer. We need the president to help us run the school. We need the treasurer to help us with funds and fundraisers so that Orient School can be a better and more fun place for students. So remember today, when you vote, mark CPP for treasurer. I'm ready and willing to work hard for you and the school. I will promise to work my hardest on more ways to earn more money for better 7th and 8th grade dances, bigger playgrounds, a better sports field, and newer and nicer playground equipment. I will try my hardest to do the job well and represent our school. So, today, when you vote, remember CPP for treasurer.
Thank you, Steve. Next, the important office of secretary, and I would like to introduce Megan Richard. Would you please step to the podium and deliver your campaign address? Megan.
Hello, my name is Megan Richard and I'm running for student body secretary. What does the secretary do, you ask? The secretary is responsible to attend meetings and to record those minutes of the meetings. The secretary is also responsible for publicity. I feel I qualified for this position because I'm a hardworking student. I enjoy writing very much, and I'm learning shorthand to be more efficient and better qualified. This will help me in this office. I enjoy school and feel a responsibility to do my part to help make East Orient the best school it can be. If we all work together, much can be accomplished to make this a great year at Orient for everyone. If you'll let me student body secretary, I'll do my best for you. Thank you.
And also running for the office of secretary, Travis Baldwin. Travis.
Teachers, staff, and most importantly, my fellow students. My name is Travis Vogel, and I'm running for the student body secretary. As your secretary, I'll do my best to help make this school a better place for you to learn. Secretaries need to be able to take notes clearly and fast. I can do that. That's just one of the things I'm good at. I'm pretty creative, so I can have a lot of good ideas at the meetings. People always complain about things. And hey, I admit it. I complain about things too. And if I'm voted in as secretary, I will try my hardest to change some of those things that I complained about. One of the reasons that I'm running is because I have a lot of pride in my school. Orient has always done a lot for me, and now I want to do something for them. So do the right thing and vote Travis as secretary.
Thank you, Travis and Megan. I appreciate that. The next office is the office of vice president, and I'd like to call to the podium Ms. Katie Lloyd.
For those of you who don't know me, forgot, I haven't been in the hall for the past 3 days. My name is Katie Lloyd, and I'm running for student body vice president. If I became vice president, I would see what I could do about the food. I would take a lot of pride in our school, and I would try to make the recycling issue bigger and better. Remember, when you come to the vice president's on your ballot, mark it against one. Thank you for your support.
Thank you, Nick. Scott Seiko is the last candidate to deliver his address this morning, and I'd like you to welcome Scott to the podium.
Fellow students and faculty, Mr. Green and Mr. Buck. My name is Scott Seco. This year, I have decided to run for Vice President of the Student Council. This is my 7th year here at Orient. During that time, I have gotten to know most of you. I also have gotten to know how Orient operates. It is for these reasons I feel I would represent you well on the Student Council. I also feel I would be responsible and take charge when I need to. In the past, I have helped set up a recycling program to purchase rainforests in Costa Rica. As your Vice President, I would like to investigate other ways to help our environment here at Orient, such as using recycled paper or having an energy audit to find ways to save energy and lower energy costs. As Vice President, I would be in charge of putting together the school dances. What I would like to do, if I'm elected, would be to conduct a survey on what the students want to improve on their dances, such as type of music, length of dance, activities, and food and drinks. I would also work on getting a dance for the 6th graders. I remember that I wanted to dance in the 6th grade, but no one ever followed through on the idea. I will. For the last 2 years, I have served as a room representative. This year, I would like to continue making a contribution to our school as your Vice President. I would do my best to make Orient a better place to go to school. So take it from me and vote for Scott C. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. You got my name right. I'll try and work on making sure that I don't mistake you for the wealthy owner of a watch company. Okay. Thank you, Vice Presidential candidates. Now let's turn our attention towards the office of President. I would like to introduce, at this time, Ms. Covey Vandermeer, and she's going to deliver a small portion of her address at this time. And then we will hear from Tammy Roberts, who will deliver a small portion of her address at this time. Those two candidates then will offer for your enjoyment a rap about the office of presidents, and then we'll hear from Mr. Robert Heck. Right.
Hi, I'm Kobe Vandermeer, and I'm running for president. Last year, I was on student council as secretary, but this year I want to have a more powerful position. If I get elected as your student body president, I will do my best to serve you by getting things that you want.
about what they think would help this school become a better place. I would see what we could do about getting an elective class between 4th, 5th, and 6th graders, because I believe that you should get the opportunity to take at least one class of your choice, in which getting an elective class for you students would do. Also, I think that if us kids in junior high put our heads together, we could come up with some real exciting elective classes that we would like to see taught at this school for next year. I think that our PE and recess equipment is getting worn out, and that we should see about getting some new or better equipment to replace the old, like some new rubber balls, footballs, and basketballs. I feel that we students should be able to provide input on the new, what the improvement should be at the new school's construction at West, because the students are the ones that are going to be using it all day, and we should get a say about how we feel it should be. In addition, I think that we should have more than one choice for school lunch. That way, if you don't like what is being served, you wouldn't have to bring your own or go hungry. Thank you very much. Remember, vote Robert Hedge as student body president. I appreciate that.
A word about these fine students. Up here in front of us, we see some people who will be elected and some who won't, but there are no losers. We have a fine group of candidates, and they have my complete admiration. And I hope that this afternoon that they will receive your support and congratulations, regardless of whether they are elected to their post or not. Excuse me, I'll wait for you to listen. And some of our students have something to share with you just briefly, and then I will be dismissing them. Thank you.
I'd like to introduce 3 students to you who have a message for you. One is Jimmy Harding, one is Joe Pfeiffer, and one is Gary Carver.